Victory, an act of defeating an enemy or an opponent in battle, game, or other competition. Victory, success in a struggle against difficulties or obstacles. Victory, achievement or mastery in a struggle or endeavor against odds or difficulties. Victory, beating an opponent and achieving success. Achieving success. Achieving success. Yes, you see, victory is what we will have in every classroom. Good morning. I want to thank you. I want to thank the DeKalb Chamber of Commerce. I want to thank Mr. Kelly, Chairman of the Board, Mr. McClarty, President of the Chamber, for hosting this event. And I thank all of the sponsors here today. Your commitment to education is evident and obvious, and we need it. I want to publicly recognize who I finally call my board. Now, I know other people have tried to claim them, but I say they are my board. Because there's one thing I know. We may not always agree, but they love me. That's right. I want the record to show that. You see, a superintendent is only as successful as the support they get from the board. So I want them to stand, and I want you to hold your applause, and then I want to recognize them. Dr. Walker, thank you. Thank you for your honesty, and thank you for your commitment. Please stand. Mr. Bowen could not be with us this morning. He is the vice chair. Dr. Walker is the chair. Ms. Copeland Wood. You know, a wise woman said to me the other day that, you know, Dr. Atkinson, we are only as successful as you're going to be. And our community will only be as successful as our children will be. So we're putting our eggs in your basket because we want our children to be successful. And I thank you for giving it to me straight. Mr. Jesse J. Cunningham, Jr., for letting me know that there are two really top basketball teams playing today and you need to be there. And for accepting the fact that I said, well, I can't. Ms. Donna Edler. Now, Dr. Atkinson, if there's something you know we need to know, let us know in advance. Ms. Nancy Jester. Just stand up, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. You'll be fine. Mr. Donald Don McChesney. Dr. Atkinson, we told you this was going to be a tough job. Dr. Pamela Speaks. Just keep smiling, it's okay, this will pass. And Mr. H. Paul Womack Jr. You got our support, just keep going. You have our support. Every time we make decisions, all the time they make decisions, you can't always know what they know. And sometimes they can't tell what they know. And what they know would usually justify a very difficult decision, but they make it anyway. And so I want to publicly thank you for doing what is best for children, even when everybody can't know. Thank you very much. I want to thank the Stevenson Choir. You know, my son's at Stevenson, so I have the privilege of hearing that choir on a regular basis, and I want to thank that Stevenson Choir because they are excellent. But make no mistake, and Dr. Bolden, I know they've gone back to the school, but I want you to make no mistake, they're excellent because Miss Vita Coleman is excellent. I mean, she can pull some music out of some people who don't have a whole lot of music. I want to introduce to some of you and just share with others my husband, who is my rock, who people say, boy, that's a good man. He's with you all the time. I say, he's retired. He can do that. So this is my husband, Terrence Atkinson. Thank you, baby. And I also want to thank and introduce to you what I refer to as the A-team, my A-team. I want you to meet them today. We've reorganized the school district into 9 divisions, and I'd like for you to meet the leadership of these divisions. See, I believe in this district we have many leaders, and we're going to have many more, that every teacher is a leader, and if they're not, they will be. So let me introduce you to the A-team. Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Kathy Howe, please stand. Communications, Walter Woods. Finance, Susan Hurst. Human Resources, Dr. Takesha Ward-Smith. Information Technology, Gary Brantley. Legal Services, Ron Ramsey. Facilities and Operations, Stephen Wilkins. School Leadership and Operational Support, Kendra March. Strategic Management and Accountability, Ramona Tyson. Please give them a hand. Thank you to CEO Burl Ellis. I would say Stan, but you know him, who reminds me regularly that the county can only be as great as its school system. We understand the real need to partner and not just give it lip service, but really give it action. And to all of the elected officials who are here and those who are not, thank you for your words of encouragement, your support, and your guidance. Many of you are aware that I spent my first 90 days meeting with many groups around this great county. I called it my professional development, my time to listen, to learn, and lead. No matter how many groups I met with and how many parents, teachers, students, elected officials, faith-based groups, civic organizations, civic groups, State Department personnel, bus drivers, cafeteria workers, principals, business communities, members, mayors, even people stopping me in the grocery store, and there were many. Matter of fact, I told my husband, I'll wait on you in the car. It all came down to one common thread: failing our children. Failing our children and our community is not the DeKalb way. It is simply not acceptable. We want our school district to be great again, focused back on children first. About 2 weeks ago, as I visited a pre-K school, Coralwood Elementary School, I sat down with the beautiful 5-year-old girl who began to share with me how much she loved mermaids, and that one day she would actually be a mermaid. She went on about the books she liked, the movies that she had seen, the characters she wanted to be. She was a talker. And she asked me about my job. What do you do? What is your name? And then she said, what are you going to do for the rest of the day? So I answered in 5-year-old terms, and I asked her, now what are you going to do the rest of the day? She shared with me that it was close to Valentine's Day, you know, and that they were going to be making Victoria's Secret cookies at her house. So I chuckled, as you are. And I could imagine if her mother had been standing there, what the look would have been on her face. I don't think she would have expected her to share that with me. But the miracle is that her principal shared with me after I left that classroom. She said, Dr. Atkinson, that child came to us at 3, and she was nonverbal. That ought to take you to a new place. You see, that is the miracle of education. Those are the stories that happen all over DeKalb schools every single day. Make no mistake. The information collected from the 90-day plan was used to develop our strategic plan, the strategic vision known as the Excellence for Education Plan for our school district. It provides the roadmap for victory in every classroom. The plan includes 5 goals. Goal 1, student achievement and success must be first. Excellence, Goal 2, excellence in leadership and personnel. Goal 3, operational effectiveness. Goal 4, safe and orderly schools. And Goal 5, engaging stakeholders. Now, I want to share with you that Goal 4, safe and orderly schools, almost didn't make it. But after we went back and reviewed all of the notes from the 90-day listening sessions, it was top of the conversation in every group. So it is there.